Good morning. This is Rebecca Moeller, and I am one of the youth. I am here to share a little bit more about early literacy and just story time with little people. And I just have to tell you, I'm excited that we're starting curbside service pickup for books and more at the library. We've had some great response to that already and are looking forward to filling your orders next week. Just excited to see things moving forward. So if you've been missing, if you've been missing books, check out our Facebook page here and the details to see how you can get your book order filled. And yep, like I said, hopefully we'll be opening before too long, but we're happy to be making steps forward for that. This morning, I chose a book. If we think about one of the most popular times that we read to our little people, it is often at bedtime or nap time. At least that's when I found myself reading a lot to my little peoples. Sometimes the same story over and over and over because it was a favorite, and that's okay. And what we're seeing as our older kids talk to us about and just talk about memories from when they were young, some of the books that they're now looking for online to purchase to add to their children's collections are books that we read to them when they were little. So repetitious reading of their favorite books really does instill just really deep-rooted memories, good memories for them. So even though you have to take a deep breath and maybe read this same story again, it's okay. It's really good for them. So this morning, one of the books that I chose to read, or the book that I'm choosing to read today, is a fun, really large board book that we added to our collection. The story is not new, but the format is new for us. Good morning, Kaylee. Thanks for joining. Good morning, Emmeline. So our story, let me turn the camera around here so you can see the book again. Let's see, here we go. Oh, there's my stairs. We're going to read Good Night Gorilla by Peggy Rathman. And I decided to stay inside snuggled with a blanket, partly because, we're talking about nap time and bedtime, but also it's pretty windy out there. I'm happy for the sunshine, but we're just going to stay in where it's warm today. So, Good Night Gorilla. And see how big, this is a board book so kids can play with it, but compared to my hand, look how large this is. So, okay. Let's see if I can flip my light around for you a little bit here. Okay, Good Night Gorilla. What do we see? And I noticed something as I was going through the book. Oh, there's the gorilla. The zookeeper saying, "Good night, gorilla." Do you think he's getting ready to go home? What did he find? He found his keys. He unlocked his cage door. Oh, there's his key. This is what I noticed. The little mouse bringing along his banana. Oh, he's following the zookeeper. The zookeeper's got his flashlight because it's bedtime. He's going home. Oh, then he comes to the cage of the elephant. Here we find again, there's the little mouse with the banana following along. Good night, elephant. Oh, here's the little mouse still dragging his banana. Oh, what happened? Elephant is out? Uh-oh. What is Gorilla doing now? He found another key for another door. Good night, lion. Oh, then he's going to go this way. Uh-oh, what do we see? There's lion. There's elephant. There's hyena. Oh, he's using all of his keys, isn't he? There's a key. There's a key. Who is this? And if you notice another little detail in each of the pages, each of the animal has their own little stuffed animal that's like them. Here's the giraffe with his little stuffed giraffe. The zookeeper saying, "Good night, hyena. Good night, giraffe." There's little Mousie with his banana, still bringing the banana. Oh, there's Mouse dragging his banana, following along with giraffe and hyena and lion and elephant. Oh, one more key. There's the zookeeper. Good night, armadillo. See the moon in the sky? And look who came to join me for story time. Here's my little pet Lexi. She's gonna curl up for story time too. Let's see, here's the zoo. Look who's following. There's armadillo, giraffe, hyena, lion, elephant, gorilla, and little mouse with his banana. Zookeeper is going home. He comes in his door. Oh, look who else came in his house. The armadillo, the mouse, the giraffe, the hyena, the lion. They all came into his house. How do you think they're going to fit in his house? Oh, there's giraffe and elephant. Oh, what are they doing? And lion. Oh, they all look like they're getting tired, don't they? And hyena and armadillo. There's Mr. Zookeeper sitting on his bed. He's going to take off his work boots. There's Gorilla yawning on the bed. And Mrs. Zookeeper is already sound asleep and she doesn't notice. Oop, and look what we find. The little mouse is pulling and pulling and pulling to get his banana up on the stand. He's determined to keep that banana, isn't he? Everybody's going to sleep. Good night, elephant. Good night, giraffe. Good night, lion. Good night, Mousie and banana. She says, "Good night, dear." Who else is in bed? Mr. Gorilla, along with the zookeeper. I think she's going to be surprised. Oh, and there's hyena and armadillo. Good night. 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 It's all dark in the room. Oh, what do you see? Somebody's eyes just popped open. Oh, who is it? What's happening? Oh, she's like, oh, who all said good night? It only should have been one good night. And look at Mr. Gorilla grinning. He's so cozy and comfy, snuggled in there. And she is like, how did you get in here? Little mouse is like, oh, hi. Look at them peeking. Oh, hello. The others are hiding, aren't they? They are hiding. So, uh-oh, what's happening? There's armadillo and mouse with banana and giraffe and hyena and lion and elephant and gorilla. Oh, and poor Mr. Zookeeper in his pajamas. Oh no, it's Mrs. Zookeeper with her flashlight taking them all back to the zoo. They thought they were going to sleep with her. Oh, there she goes. Back home. Good night, zoo. Oh, uh-oh. What's he saying? Shh, don't tell. Don't tell her. She thinks she's going quietly back to her house. She thinks she's going all by herself, doesn't she? Oh, yawn. Good night, dear, she says. Good night. Oop, what is happening? Mr. Gorilla and little Miss Mouse with the banana. They are sneaking back to bed too, aren't they? Oh, good night, Gorilla. Bzz, bzz. Sound asleep already. Good night. But do you notice Mousie ate the banana? Or somebody ate the banana. Good night. And they all are waiting for the next day, aren't they? In this book, because it's such a large book, you can turn it over. And even from the outside, you have a really large scene of Good Night, Gorilla by Peggy Ratham. So this will be available. It's checked out to me currently, but I'll be taking it back to the library next week. But this, along with lots of other fun children's books, will be, just check out our Books and More to Go. If you're looking for some new bedtime story or nap time books. Hopefully you've had plenty of books at home that you can enjoy, but soon our resources we're going to be able to share those again. So thanks for joining, and keep reading to those little ones at nap time and bedtime. Just have fun, read those stories over and over again, and build those memories. So have a great weekend. Enjoy the sunshine. And I see Katrina, you're on too, so you'll have to watch the replay with the whole story. But have a great weekend, guys. Thanks for joining. Bye-bye.